Has he been different at all since he announced his retirement? Like, has he been more? I mean, he's known to be a very intense guy, but has he been a little bit more relaxed?
Yeah. Like I said, he's smiling, joking around. You know, just you can tell that he's a little bit more. He's not as stressed that he was at the beginning of the year and stuff like that. And I mean, that's good for anybody.
With that said, this is going to be a task, isn't it? I mean, they play great defense. Scout this Washington team for us.
Fly around, they fast guys. I think they got 2 All-Americans on defense. Hard-hitting team. I'm not really sure how the offense is, but they're a pretty good team. They're in the Rose Bowl for a reason, and we got to bring our A game.
Mike, you were very emotional after the Cotton Bowl last year in that locker room. Just take us through what this past year has been like, and you've been through a lot here at Ohio State. Just where are you at right now, and what do you see your future being after this game?
Really just get with my family and talk to my family and see what's best for me and my teammates and stuff like that. Right now, just focus on winning this game and doing everything I can personally to help the team win.
Mike, what did you learn about Ryan Day before the season, first 3 games of this year, that maybe you didn't know, that gives you some impression of why he got this job? This is a tough job to get, obviously, and he got it. What did you see from him that proved to you why he got it?
Energy. He's like one of the youngest coaches we got, I believe, and he brought a lot of energy to the program and real vocal. I didn't know him too well before he got decided. I knew him, but I didn't know him as well as I did when he was the head coach for the first 3 weeks. And he just brought a lot of enthusiasm to the program, and he's a guy that's really smart when it comes to football and how to strategize things and how to talk to players, and he's going to be a great coach.
You probably grew up watching the Rose Bowl on television, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
And the first thing I always think of is how pretty it is. Like, the grass looks greener, the roses look red. Like, everything about it seems like it's pretty TV. What's your recollection of watching the Rose Bowl?
Really just that's like Coach Meyer said, the granddaddy of all bowl games. Like, the Rose Bowl is like the bowl to always go to. Like, and I feel like it's going to be a great experience to be able to say I played in the Rose Bowl and to experience the bowl game and the gifts and the experience, and not only in California. So I'm excited.
Mike, was Coach Day, after Urban came back from the suspension, did Coach Day continue to have more responsibility, calling plays and all that, than he did last year?
I think
Did you see an increased role for him?
Yeah. I think he relied on the leaders as well, though. We had several meetings, like older guys, to know that, to help him with this program, because if we do the right things, the young guys will follow us. And I feel like he did a good job of keeping the program going, not changing things, and sticking to what we used to doing and telling the leaders to lead even harder than before, and it worked out for us.
But you saw more influence by him when Urban got back? I mean, did Ryan, was he more active this year in the offense than he was last year? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, last year I think he was just the quarterback coach,
yeah.
But now this year I think he got announced the offensive coordinator, so he was more vocal. Like, he was more, like, he had more of a say-so this year. And,
how exactly?
Just calling his own meetings for the offense, having this input after Coach Meyer talks, and just little stuff like that. They gave him a floor a lot this year, and then he's great at what he do.
Mike, I just walked up. Did you announce that you're leaving, or have you made up your mind whether you're going to leave after this season or anything like that?
Oh no, not yet. I'm still.
I don't know any other way to ask it, but bluntly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. Really, like I said, I just want to win this game right now and then give my family and see what's best.
Yeah, and is that a distraction for you at all to think about that kind of stuff?
No, I mean, to a certain extent, but I feel like you just got to remain focused. The task at hand.
Yeah, I got you, man.
How do you feel like, for you personally, this season is gone, and how do you want to finish it off in the Rose Bowl?
I feel like it was okay. It was decent. I did what I could with the opportunities I had, and I just want to finish strong. You know, we started it, got to finish it. You know. So, yeah.
Do you feel, with you and JK swapping out like you did, do you feel fresh right now? What is your You understand what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of times this time, like Archie Griffin was here, Archie Griffin didn't even practice a lot of the weeks, you know, in his last years to keep him, because he was getting beat up on Saturdays and stuff. Just how much has that helped you stay fresh, if you understand what I'm saying, stay healthy?
Yeah, it helped me a lot. You know, the Michigan State game, I was pretty beat up after that game.
Yeah.
And that was a 22 carry game. So, like, I feel like we got used to having two backs, and that's a lot of the programs. It's like a lot of big-time programs are doing that now. It's just like the way the game is evolving.
Yeah.
Because Big Ten it's a rough conference, and you need a couple backs to rely on. Last question.
When you say this season was just decent, are there things that you look back
Thanks,
on
man.
and say, I wish I could have done this better this year?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I know my potential, and I just still haven't reached it yet. So, yeah.
Do you view the Rose Bowl as kind of an opportunity that, hey, I can show what I can really do?
Yeah, every day is an opportunity. You know, I just got to take advantage of it.